So, guys, it's David here, and it is currently day 352. I hope you guys are doing fabulously well and are doing better than yesterday. It is around 8:50 p.m. now. Just came back from my shift, so a bit tired, but I do want to talk about something before I go to bed. And that is that we are all driven by different motivations. And sometimes we feel like if something works for somebody else, then surely it has to work for us. And that if we are not motivated by something that motivated him or her, then perhaps we are just not as ambitious. But sometimes we have to understand our personality is wired differently, right? Somebody may crave attention, somebody may crave sympathy, where you crave criticism and you crave rebuke. You are driven by anger and perhaps to prove others wrong if they doubt you, when somebody else cannot be motivated by doubt. When somebody doubts them, they may they may understand that perhaps this is my limitation, right? Doubt or perhaps criticize or criticism from other people doesn't push them, doesn't drive them to create greatness with their own hands, but rather they crawl under such circumstances. When they get rebuked, they look the other way. They don't try prove the person who talked down on them. They don't try at all, but rather they accept that as the fact. And vice versa. If you try to sympathize with somebody who is driven by anger and doubt and the desire to prove other people wrong, if you shower him with attention and with approval, then you may do the exact opposite. Instead of motivating him, you may make him complacent because he feels as if or her that his destiny or her destiny, fate, is achieved because everybody else believes him, everybody else cares for him. So therefore, he doesn't have any more drive to go conquer because he feels like or her feels like that this is it, this is life. And to figure out exactly what motivates you is a tricky one. Why? Because sometimes we need to be rebuked. Sometimes we need doubt. And sometimes we need that compassionate, that caring feeling to push us, to give us hope. But it is crucial to understand what your main personality is, to understand what you are mainly driven by. And today, I got driven by my mom's doubt. I was sitting there on the couch watching TV like an absolutely hopeless loser. And then my mom came around and she said something in Chinese. I'll try my best to translate it, not too hard. She said, "You look ambitious. You look ambitionless." Something like that. I lacked ambition. And by just saying that once, it really just clicked. It made me become conscious. It really made me bypass all my unconscious self-belief because her words are so strong because I respect her so much. And the reason why I want to get financially free and all this and that is to simply help her out, to help the family out. But most importantly, her words and criticism and doubt really resonated with me in that moment. And it felt like as if all my self imposed limitations just vanished into thin air, and I got my ass up here to do something with my life. So it was clear to me that I was driven by doubt. I was driven to prove others wrong, but most importantly, those who I care for most. And for a long time, I have used positive affirmations, positive visualization, all this to motivate me in hopes that this does motivate me because it is the conventional way. But never, and I mean never, has it really made me do anything more than just self gratification. And yes, saying good things about yourself feels good. It warms the heart. When you say you are a winner, when you say you are successful, when you say you are this person in the sky, when you are not and you are trying to become, you are just flattering yourself. And like all appreciation, it makes the person feel good. So yes, you are going to feel good when you are talking all this good shit about yourself. But does that really mean it's going to make you into a more productive person? Does that mean it's going to make you push outside of your fears and do the uncomfortable things? Perhaps not. You see, for me, it didn't. And I was confused for a long time because when you self appreciate, you feel good. And that feel good feeling, I associated that as motivation. But you see, where I had undiagnosed the link is that even though I felt good, I never really acted better than if I had just faced reality that it is, that I am a loser, that I am not going to be anybody, and I am going to prove my doubters exactly right, that I am a nobody by doing nothing. By always thinking about the good things about yourself and the world feels great. All right, that is an undeniable truth. If you want to just feel good about life and feel great and happy, then positive affirmations, positive thinking, visualization is really all you need. But there's a fine difference from something that truly motivates you and just forces you out of your comfortableness into the uncomfortable, into the familiar, that blasts you into this journey of improvement. Something that has such energy requires you to understand what it is that moves you as a person. And when something moves you, it does not necessarily mean it should make you happy. You may feel totally crap. Nobody wants to be rebuked, criticized, and doubted upon. Nobody enjoys that. But to enjoy something doesn't mean it's going to motivate you. And sometimes you needed that tough love and reality to push you forward. But in all of this, you have to know exactly what truly gets your gears going. If you are someone who wishes everybody believes you, you want people to cry you with or shower you with sympathy, if that really works for you, then then good luck finding that, because in the journey of improvement, especially going and doing things unconventional like becoming an entrepreneur or just going in and just going outside the 9 to 5 route, to find someone who truly encourages you and appreciates you, especially your family, it is going to be very, very difficult. All right. So I had always said, don't hope for people to believe you. Just hope they will tolerate you. Right. Just hope that your parents will still allow you to stay at home and pursue your crazy dreams when they are just secretly at their parental meeting, just wondering exactly what the heck my kid's doing. I just hope that those you wish them to sympathize with you, that you wish to believe you, don't hope that they believe you. I hope they will tolerate you long enough so that you can create something for them to see. So I do really believe that if you are those people who want people to believe you, who want people to help you and so on, it is a much harder motivation to go seek because of how the world is, right? People are judgmental and people always go with the masses. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? There are tons of communities out there where you can find like-minded people, and certainly people have done that, right? It is possible. But all I'm saying is that if you find your motivation right, if you understand your personality correctly, then it will be more effective to find something that truly works for you instead of just doing what everybody else is doing simply because it is the conventional way and it is the right way for them. Because everybody's different and we know that. Therefore, we are all wired differently. And sometimes you cannot just mix and match two different ends of the wire and expect a spark to ignite. You have to match the red with the red, the green with the green. Right? Otherwise, shit just don't work. But with that being said, this is all I gotta say for today. And really, I wanted to talk on this because simply of how my mom stroking me back into reality. Right. And really I have forgotten what has motivated me. And I really thought self affirmations, positive self talk is the right way to go in life. But they only made me feel good, but they did not motivate me. There's a fine line between that. You can feel good about something and not pursue more in life, right? That is contentment and that is complacency. You can feel depressed or perhaps stressed and you're always achieving more and more and more. And that's what I call conquering in life, right? Conquering is never supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to feel great every single day, but the stress, and I'm telling you, the stress you feel is something to look forward to. It's something to be excited about because that gets you going. But before I go on an even longer rant, I'm going to end it here. And I do hope you guys had an amazing day, and I do hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.